Hello and welcome to HistoryPod, the daily On This Day in History podcast. I'd like to say a very sincere thank you to Graham Conway, whose support for HistoryPod on Patreon, along with that of many other people, helps to keep the daily episodes like this one being researched, recorded and released. If you would like to join Graham and lend your support to HistoryPod, you can find details at patreon.com/HistoryPod. Alternatively, I'd very much appreciate you leaving a rating or a review on iTunes or Stitcher, or you could click to like the HistoryPod Facebook page. On the 2nd of September 31 BC, Octavian defeated the combined forces of Marc Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium. The second Triumvirate of Marc Antony, Octavian and Marcus Lepidus emerged out of a civil war that had erupted following the assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 BCE. However, the power-sharing agreement broke down as Antony grew closer to Queen Cleopatra VII of Egypt. He eventually separated from his wife Octavia, Octavian's sister, in favour of the Egyptian queen, and together they, along with Caesarion, Cleopatra's son by Julius Caesar, were soon portrayed as a threat to the stability of the Roman Republic. Swayed by the publication of Antony's will, which had come into Octavian's hands after the defection of Plancus, the Senate declared war against Cleopatra in 31 BCE. It was clear that Antony too would be drawn into battle, and on the 2nd of September, the opposing forces met for the decisive naval battle outside the Gulf of Actium in Greece. Antony's fleet of larger ships was undermanned due to a malaria outbreak, which meant that they were easily outmanoeuvred by Octavian's smaller vessels. Octavian further benefited from the defection of Antony's general, Quintus Dellius, who brought with him Antony's plans for battle. Both sides attempted to outflank the other for much of the afternoon, without any decisive breakthrough. Eventually, Cleopatra's Egyptian galleys, which had stayed safely behind Antony's fleet, opted to flee the battle. Antony himself followed soon afterwards, and the remainder of his fleet were forced to surrender. Antony's land forces deserted him as Octavian advanced on Egypt. Both Antony and Cleopatra famously subsequently committed suicide, leaving Octavian to consolidate his control over Rome